I think every year we're always looking to get better. This year is we've got a really strong group of freshmen on both the men's and the women's side, and we have a pretty good group of returners as well. So we're trying to mesh that group of young people in with the new people, and I think on paper we're definitely a lot stronger team this year, and so we're just trying to make that happen in reality once we get in the Big East and improve our standing and hopefully set some records and those kind of things along the way.
To improve, I'm working on my reaction time, as well as we have a lot of block and endurance workouts. Something I struggled with was endurance last season. It's like at the end of my races, I typically get tired, so I therefore slow down. So now we're working on a greater volume and more endurance. So during training right now, we're working on that.
Chanel has had an awesome fall of training. As a freshman, I think she struggled a little bit with the transition to the workload, from high school to college. She now that she's gotten it figured out, and her fall training has just been exceptional. I really look for some big things out of her. She really had a very good freshman year as it is. So, with the amount of training she's got behind her now, she should do some good stuff this year.
Well, I'm registering this indoor season, so I'm hoping to work on my 60 and maybe a little bit on the 400 and get ready for outdoors to focus on the 200 and 100. Main goal is just definitely regionals on the mind, but worry out Big East first, get a great mark in, and hopefully if everything works out, I should be able to get to regionals.
Heather's going to redshirt indoors. He'll run for us outdoors, and then he'll have a full fifth year to compete, and he's having a great fall as well. I think we've found kind of the right combination of training for him, and I look for some really big things. As you said, he's put down some good marks in his career already, and rewritten the Marquette sprint record book, and I think he's going to continue to do that. This year outdoors, and then next year as well. And he's really taken on more of a leadership role this year as well, I know a lot of the young guys really look up to him, and he's doing a nice job in that area. And we do have a strong group of young guys: Marcel Kirkman-Bay in the hurdles, Connor Stengel and Arian Avant in the 400. Those are also guys that can step down and run the 60 and the 2, and actually both of them could probably step up and run a 500 and a 600 as well. They got some range, so that offers us a lot of options when it comes to relays and even just like the dual meet with Yobian and things like that. So those guys are going to be pretty valuable as we move forward as well.
I want the young guys, Arian and Connor, I want to put together a really strong 4x4 because I think we can do that. I want to, go sub maybe 4:15, which would be great, and I want to place in the Big East in the 4x4 or something higher than 8th place. I don't know, just some goals to look at. One of my biggest goals this year is to qualify for the 800. I really want to get that qualifier. I was, 0.5 seconds off last year, and I really want to get that. And then to get the outdoor 400 2 qualifier, I was 0.04 seconds away from that. So, really close, but hopefully the training this year and this season will pay off in the outdoor season.
Kyle had an awesome freshman year, very impressed, and he's got so much more in him. He's another one kind of like Chanel in that he's come back a lot stronger this fall, had a great fall of training, and I expect him to just continue to build on what we did last year, his freshman year. He'll be a guy that is, he can run the 4, he can run the 8. He'll be in a lot of different relays, and depending on really where we need him. But he's going to do some individual damage as well, I think, when we get into Big East competition.
Looking forward to running the 400. Since I do feel a lot stronger, I think I can PR and qualify for indoor and outdoor Big East, so that's really my main goal for this year. I've been working on my endurance. I seem to have the speed for the 400, but a lot of times I get tired at the end, and so I've just been working on improving my endurance.
Stephanie's had a nice fall. We were joking about it before the December meet, how that was her first opportunity to run that meet because she's always had some sort of an injury leading into it. So she's very fit, looking good, in her training and everything, and she's doing a very nice job leading those that freshman group of sprinters, which is very talented. Her and Jenny Zahn as two of the they're both juniors, two of the elder statesmen sort of, but in workouts they do a nice job pushing the pace and and kind of showing the freshman group the ropes. So I've been very, very impressed with Stephanie, and I really expect her to continue to improve. She improved a lot last year, set some nice marks on our top 10 list, and I think she's going to continue to move up the list and put down some good times. Our jumps group again becomes pretty young with some of our people graduating, like Aaron and Lauren, or Aaron James and Carrie Schmidt. But with I think people like Sarah McCourtney are ready to step up. She's had a little bit of injury problems this fall, but she's very talented, and once we get rolling here, I think she's going to have a nice a nice season ahead of her. Some of our freshmen coming in, like Carly Shue, is somebody who's very talented in all the jumps. She never really high jumped before, but we've kind of figured out that she's got some talent there. So she'll be doing some work in the long and the triple and the high, and it'll probably ultimately come down to where's she going to place the highest in the Big East is what she's going to do, or maybe all of them. But she's also a very fast sprinter, is going to help us on 4x1 relays, 4x4, even in just individual events. So probably there'll be plenty of meets where she's a very busy young lady.
I'm trying to work hard as much as possible in practice, doing all the workouts, not missing out, working hard in lifting. I think that's a big thing that people kind of look over. Because it adds so much power to like your run, anything. So in that sense, I'm focusing on technique, focusing on getting faster and stronger. I had a goal to just go to the outdoor regionals, and now I'm definitely really wanting to go to outdoor or indoor nationals. I definitely think it's there, and it's definitely a goal of mine. 13's just there. It's only 4 inches away. So just really hoping to get that by hopefully January or February.
Lauren had an awesome Notre Dame meet in December. Just smashing the old school record and smashing her old indoor PR. It was really it was a pretty neat performance, but she really improved so much last year that it wasn't unexpected. It was a little unexpected that she almost jumped 13 feet the first meet, but I was expecting her to be challenging 12 feet, and so she smashed that. But she's somebody that's really put it together. Had an awesome summer. She's in great shape this fall, and technically is really starting to put it together. The vault is such a complex event. Sometimes it takes a year or two to get it together and for things to start to click. Alyssa Davis, senior year, big senior year, she's really had a very solid career along the way, and I expect her just to continue that steady, solid leadership that she's had this amount of time.